This film is a celebration of all the artwork created by Impact Arts over the years under the Our Bright Future banner.
Looking after the environment is important because eventually there will be no environment left to save.
We need to change our habits because our planet is dying, and if we don't, it's just going to get worse.
Climate change affects us all because it's all one planet.
Looking after the environment is important because the more we don't care about it, the more it will impact our health.
Looking after the environment is important because a clean environment is essential for healthy living.
We need to change our habits because everything that happens now affects my future and soon we won't have a future on this earth.
We need to change our habits because our current habits is killing our own home.
Looking after the environment is important because we need to protect it for future generations.
In 2016, the National Lottery Community Fund created a 5-year funding initiative led by the Wildlife Trust called Our Bright Future, or OBF. It had a simple remit to address 3 asks for young people: more learning in and about nature, support to get environmental jobs with scope for practical experience and increasing skill sets, and to be heard so that young people have the space to play an active role in society. Impact Arts embraced these 3 asks and set about applying them to their flagship youth programme, Creative Pathways, but also to the programme's Creative Connections and Youth Ambassador programme. Over 5 years, hundreds of young people worked on numerous programmes across Scotland, with an array of different artists and others in creative industries. They generated an overabundance of artwork, installations, animation, upcycled furniture, and events that highlighted the environmental issues of our age. They did this while learning together, growing together as small teams in their communities. And they continue to do this despite the coronavirus pandemic.
I was very apprehensive about taking part in this Impact Arts through Zoom as I wasn't used to being on calls with other people, let alone a whole group. I did, however, get over it in time.
The COVID-19 pandemic has had a huge impact on our health, on our way of life, on our society and economy. The consequences of this crisis will be felt for years to come, and it's really important that we look ahead and ensure that we deliver an economic and social recovery that changes our country for the better and prioritises a net zero Scotland.
We asked Patrick Harvey, co-leader of the Scottish Green Party, about the 3 asks.
What you need, as well as awareness, is the ability to act. The responsibility has to be to pass on the world in a better state than we found it.
The young people with Impact Arts have engaged with OBF are typically leaving school with very few qualifications or unemployed. Impact Arts uses a creative approach to re-engage them with learning with alternative approaches. We work with artists, we work in studios, we don't work in a traditional classroom setting. We bring a hands-on practical experience for young people.
Our Bright Future will have a fantastic legacy for all of those young people that we've worked with over the years. They're far more engaged with their environment, with the big issues around that, and are really keyed into some of those new job opportunities that are going to exist for the future that have the environment at the heart of them.
If we are to continue living on this planet that we call home, then we must do so as harmonious way as possible. For this to happen, young people must put their creativity to good use and have an equal voice in how we continue to exist, coexist, and prosper for all of us, our environment, and our dear blue planet.
The decisions we make today will shape the climate for your future.
The cumulative artwork was a tangled mess of beauty.
it's small things that will really make the big difference that the world needs, and it all starts with you.